The existing business process for procuring capital equipment goes back to the original Industrial Revolution. It's a milestone-based procurement process where you pay when you sign the contract to acquire the equipment. You pay milestone payments as they work towards completing that equipment. Ultimately, it culminates in a factory acceptance at your manufacturer's facility where you confirm that the equipment is meeting your requirements. Then they ship it, install it in your facility, and do a final runoff, and the final payment is due. They've been buying equipment like this since the original Industrial Revolution, and here we are talking about Industry 4.0. And there's so much more data available. It's coming directly off the machines. It's transparent to all parties if properly collected. Yet we're not using it for to manage one of the fundamental processes that creates all the risk when you're acquiring these high-dollar, high-performance capital assets. SteamChain really believes that the data is best used to manage the relationship between the supplier of the technology, whether that be machinery or software or capabilities on equipment, and the people that are operating it for economic gain. Linking those two together where they have an alignment of interest around the performance of the asset, not just at the time it's delivered, but throughout its life cycle, we think is the truest articulation of the value proposition that great OEMs create for their customers. The best OEMs in the world are the ones that help their customers achieve the business success that they're looking for. They're not necessarily the ones that are selling the machines at the lowest possible price point. You know, when you look at the existing milestone-based capital equipment procurement process, the incentives are clearly misaligned, right? For the OEM, their business performs the best when they can rapidly produce the equipment that meets their customer specification without overachieving and delivering on time. But that's just one aspect of what creates value for the end user customer. The real value is created over the life cycle of that asset as it achieves high throughput rates, high availability, has predictable maintenance costs, and ultimately produces the economic returns that you need by producing the products that the equipment is intended to produce at the rate that it's intended to produce them. And so we think by realigning the process to focus not on the acquisition of the equipment and the delivery of the equipment, but to focus on the total cost of ownership over the life cycle of that asset, linking in the throughput and performance specifications, not just at the point in time that it's delivered, but over an extended period of time, creates great value for end users who are now purchasing a result as opposed to a piece of equipment, and creates many opportunities for OEMs to be more closely aligned with their end users in terms of supporting that equipment long term. So we think it's a real win-win opportunity, and we see the best OEMs in the world really focusing on that kind of support for their end users. And it really helps clarify, what am I paying for, what am I buying, and de-risks the acquisition of advanced technology for the end user markets.